Hey down, Keith here from Down There Ward Farm. I'm just going to show you how I make my worm soup, which is something that the worms seem to really love. So this is basically how I make my worm soup. I have 2 eggs, 2 potatoes, 2 carrots, a banana, some tomatoes on the vine with the vine, an apple. I have some organic matter in my compost bin, not fully composted, not even really halfway there. I normally put a bit more than that in, but because I'm doing this video in the kitchen, I don't think I get away with that. The pot I use, I don't clean it fully, so it gets kind of inoculated with some bacteria and stuff. Then I put cardboard in, and because this is Ireland, it wouldn't be a proper warm soup without a small little drop of Guinness. So I only give them a little drop, I help them out with the rest of it. Then I have organic oats and muesli and cherry berry muesli that I mix together to dry this back up to make a kind of, I squeeze the juice out, but I keep the juice. I'll show you later why. So once I have everything in, I bring it to the boil, I simmer it and I stew it for 20 minutes, just like if you're making a normal stew. Also, I don't actually put this, I put a little bit of it in soup, but I don't put it all in because there's plenty of life and bacteria in this and I want to add that in afterwards. So then I get the oats and the muesli and I put them into a separate pot, and I grind them up and I'll add them back to the soup later. I also add some of these mixed herbs. They seem to go down well, and sometimes I'll put them in dry just straight on top of the worms, and they seem to like them. And don't forget to drop a Guinness, and I'll start that now. Now the soup is boiling away, I'm turning the heat down and I'll just stew it for 10-15 minutes. Can go longer if you want, but it doesn't take that long. Also, if you don't have a grinder, put your stuff into a Coke bottle, cut the top of the lid off, and most people have one of these hand blenders, put it in, and you can use that just with your hand over top so they don't fly everywhere, because they will fly everywhere. Yeah, so then I blend it all up, and I normally wait till it's fully stewed to blend it, because then it's much easier to blend obviously, but just for the process here showing you. Then I'll add these kind of got fairly well grinded considering it's only a blender in a bottle, and I add them later, so you can see now our warm soup is cooked and blended. Looks good enough to eat. Actually, you know what? It kind of smells nice. I'm not going to taste it though. And then we'll add our some of our dried grains and stuff. When we squeeze the juice out, we keep the juice, we make it into ice cubes, and then I can put them on the box in the morning and they'll melt slowly in, and there's also good nutrition in them for the worms. Happy days. As I said, the worm soup is finished. Now you can squeeze it out through like a towel or a tea towel or some kind of t-shirt even, and it'll take all the juice out. But do save the juice, freeze it, and then you can use them ice cubes to moisten your bin when you're not there. It'll slowly melt, but there's also goodness in them. Now at this stage I add the dry stuff that we grinded up earlier. I just put that in, and that kind of dries it up for me without taking the moisture out, if you want to do it that way as well. And then if you just leave this in a bucket or something, it'll set like a rock in about 2 days. You can cut it into slices. Just give a little slice on top of the bin to your worms, and it doesn't smell, so it's like a thick porridge. It's really good. They love it. They absolutely love it. I just put it into these biscuit tins that were left over from Christmas. Now normally what I'll do is freeze this one, and then I can just unfreeze it, and when you unfreeze it, that starts to like rot really quick, and it's cool, and they love it. And this you can put into a bag and squeeze out just on top, scrape for the breeder bins and stuff, like what kind of Captain Man. That's where I got the idea from. But anyway, that's what I do. The worms are really loving it, so I'll show you the meat in that another day.